The Little Debbie Oatmeal Cream Pie is a classic. It's been produced since 1960, and it's the flagship of the Little Debbie snack cake line. But just because something is a classic, does that mean that it has to be a breakfast cereal? So, the Little Debbie Oatmeal Cream Pie cereal. Spotted this at Walmart today while on the lookout for new snack products, and this is pretty new. It says new right on the box, and a little Googling suggested it's only been out for maybe a month or two. That's pretty new by snack standards, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll with it. Crispy oatmeal puffs with a cream coating is how these are described on the box. There you go, crispy oatmeal puffs with a delicious cream coating. I don't really know how this is going to work. I mean, I love oatmeal cream pies, so maybe I'm a little bit biased. But the texture of the oatmeal cream pie is incredible. I mean, it's basically second to none. It's so moist and delicious, and the sweetness of the cream in the middle. There's sort of this airiness, lightness to the cream, even though it's really sweet, that kind of contrasts against the sort of chewiness and stickiness of the cookie. Oatmeal cream pies are incredible, which is why I also bought some oatmeal cream pies to actually compare directly to the cereal. Not that I don't know how good they are. But again, one of the biggest factors in why it's so good is that texture. So you're telling me crispy oatmeal puffs. I mean, I understand that you're not going to have like a chewy cookie cereal, but when you say to me crispy, that is not a texture I associate with oatmeal cream pies. So right away, we're sort of off the rails here. I don't know. Let's find out. So I'm just going to pull out a couple of these. So there you go. I mean, I guess that's a cream coating. It looks like maybe a dusting of powdered sugar or something. Smells a little bit like an oatmeal cookie, I guess, sure. Has a little bit of that. Let's see if they list cinnamon in the ingredients. They do. Okay. And molasses. All right. I mean, fair enough as far as that goes. Well, let's just try a couple of these. Sort of. I mean, not shockingly, I don't know that this really quite gets there. I mean, you've got, again, the texture is wrong. The crunch, it's just not what it's supposed to do. But I might be willing to overlook that if the flavor was like, boom, nailed it, right? I can't say I think that they've done that. For one thing, whatever this cream coating is supposed to be, and cream coating is composed of sugar, soybean and palm oil, non-fat milk, whey, soy lecithin, artificial flavor. Now, maybe that's, nutmeg. There's also nutmeg in here. Maybe those ingredients are also what's in the cream of the oatmeal cookie or oatmeal cream pie. There's a lot of ingredients in this, which is probably not the best thing, but whatever. They're delicious. Anyway, the cream coating is not really noticeable as anything. You can sort of see it on the outside, but it's not really contributing anything to the taste. And that's a pretty important component of oatmeal cream pie cereal. You take that away, and these are just kind of like cinnamon Cheerios. I mean, probably sweeter, but other than that, cinnamon Cheerios. Because it's just kind of that oat flavor, even though cornmeal flour or whatever, degerminated yellow cornmeal is actually the first ingredient, but then whole grain oat flour is second. So it's kind of oaty. There's some cinnamon, there's some nutmeg that you can taste. And that's about it. So, as a just straight up, I'm eating some cereal experience, I guess it's perfectly fine. Cinnamon Cheerios, that sounds pretty good to me. Kind of that oat taste and the cinnamon. I like a cinnamon in a breakfast cereal. But to the extent that you are trying to in any way replicate an oatmeal cream pie, I just don't know that it gets there. Now, you will say, that's not fair, because who eats cereal dry? Ta-da. These are better dry. I mean, this is like... I don't understand how you screw this up so bad. Is this, I mean, to be fair, or not fair, I don't know, but to be fair, I guess, I don't eat a lot of cereal these days. Is this what most cereal is like? I mean, this tastes like wet packing peanuts with the milk on it. Like all of the crunch or the crispiness goes away. And it's not just that these are soggy, which they are, but they're soggy in just a really unpleasant way. I mean, again, packing foam is what comes to mind. There's just this really mushy, soggy, it makes it seem like it's stale even though it was perfectly crunchy when it was dry. I mean, it's so much better when some of the pieces you get have not been saturated with milk. The ones that are saturated with milk, the texture is just awful. I mean, I don't remember cereal being quite... I mean, cereal will sog out in milk, sure, but to produce a cereal that when it gets soggy is this unappealing. Didn't they test this with milk when they made it? I don't even understand how you could produce a breakfast cereal that is so singularly unappealing when you pour milk on it. How could that happen? That's what cereal is known for. You put milk on cereal. I mean, I am mystified by how bad this is. Texturally. Flavor-wise, it's about the same. But just, boy, I am stunned by this texture. The longer it sits in the milk, the worse it gets. Like, it would be better if it just broke down completely into, like, sludge. There's still kind of this outer part that kind of maintains the structural integrity, but then it just... Nope. No. So yeah, I guess taste-wise, these are adequate. They do not remind me of an oatmeal cream pie particularly. The cream coating is not doing anything for me. But sure, they kind of taste like an oatmeal cream pie in just the absolute most superficial way. But then the texture, crispy, is not the same as an oatmeal cream pie. And the texture in milk is awful. So, yeah, why on earth you would buy this when you could buy this, which, by the way, 12 oatmeal cream pies, cheaper than a box of this cereal. And the cereal only has 10 servings. It says 12 servings. And it's not like the cereal, it's kind of the taste of an oatmeal cream pie, but not as caloric. No. Each one of these 38-gram oatmeal cream pies is 170 calories. A serving of oatmeal cream pie cereal is 170 calories. And yeah, that's 40 grams, so it's slightly less calories per gram, but per serving it's not. And also, that's dry. If you put milk on it, now you're up well over 200. And by the way, if you do that, it's not good. So I'm going to put a capper on this video. Would I rather have a full-size oatmeal cream pie? Yeah, but they're like 400 calories. So I'll stick with the small one for our purposes here. I mean, look at all the cream in there. Look at that. Compared to like some dusting of nothing on the outside of this cereal, it's just not even a comparison. I mean, the softness and the chewiness. Okay, so Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie, it does say spices, but it doesn't even list cinnamon or nutmeg. So you've made this cereal that purports to replicate the oatmeal cream pie, and it obviously isn't doing it texturally. It isn't doing it texturally even when you add milk. And you've got cinnamon and nutmeg, which, you know, those are good spices that I like the taste of, but that's not really what an oatmeal cream pie tastes like. The oatmeal cream pie is not rich with cinnamon and nutmeg. So what are you even doing? I mean, I assume they had to add something else because the oatmeal cream pie flavor is on the subtler side as far as these things go. Because, I mean, what you're tasting is the cream and the oatmeal cookie, which, you know, has a little bit of spice in it, but it's pretty subtle. It's, you know, you're kind of tasting the oats and the sweetness, and, you know, there's some like molasses, so kind of that dark sugar sweetness. One thing that you're not really tasting is like a big punch of cinnamon and nutmeg. So the cereal is just adding that. I mean, it's like some weird Mandela effect where it's like, oh yeah, oatmeal cream pies with these big flavors of cinnamon and nutmeg, they don't actually have that. Not the ones that are being produced now anyway, because it's not even in here. I just ate one. It doesn't taste like that. So, yeah, you probably needed something else in your cereal, although, as Twinkie cereal will tell you, it doesn't really need to taste like that much to justify its existence, apparently, to Kellogg's or Post or whoever is producing these things. But, yeah, it's just nothing about this cereal is really right. And it's just not good enough. I mean, I understand you can't have like a, I don't know, cream-filled cereal. Although, P.S., why not, right? Isn't Crave like chocolate-filled? You could have little things with little tiny bits of cream in the middle probably, but it might be more expensive. Maybe that's why they didn't do it. But this external cream coating is just nothing. So all you're left with is really mediocre cinnamon Cheerios that sog out in milk in a very unappealing way. It's been sitting there for a while, so let's be fair, but just not, no. So yeah, that's it for this episode of Flax on Snacks. Little Debbie Oatmeal Cream Pie Cereal. Don't buy this. But buy this. lest anyone think this is some sort of character assassination on Little Debbie. Absolutely not. The oatmeal cream pie is possibly my favorite snack cake or, snack cake adjacent product going. And so I'm more than happy to have 11 more of these that I have to eat. I am less than happy to have to deal with another, whatever, 12 ounces of this. So yeah, that's it for this episode. I do have some more stuff that I'm going to be reviewing pretty soon coming up. There's some Lay's Kettle Cooked Extra chips. And then got some new candy products I located. I might try to find one or two more and then do another speed run with those. Because for whatever reason, I just find that candy I don't have as much to say about usually. It's just kind of like, is it good or not? So yeah, that's that. But until next time, I guess I have to finish the rest of this cereal because pouring it down the sink just feels wrong. So wish me luck. See you next time.